Arsenal looking like they are facing another competitor. We knew Newcastle, we knew Manchester United, but Liverpool is yet here to hijack the deal of Tielemans to Arsenal. Welcome to Rokani Media Football. How are you guys? And where are you watching us from? I go by the names of Rokani David. Smash the like button, guys. Comment and share. If at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload here on a daily. Rokani David is my name, and as usual, you know, we come in here to bring you the latest news information as far as your teams are concerned. Apart from Manchester United, reason being, we have an independent channel that really does Manchester United news in there for you, as the Tielemans deal to Arsenal is in trouble, as Liverpool are planning to hijack it right about now. And endeavor to subscribe to this channel, guys, because we want to hit 10,000 subscribers before the end of this month, and I know we can really hit it because of you guys are really so much in love with us. So other stories we are talking about Sambi Lokonga. Remember yesterday we talked about Sandro Tonali going to AC Milan, and AC Milan picking interest into a player who goes by names of Sambi Lokonga. Remember, they wanted to sign him from Anderlecht, but Arsenal really urged them. So that story is so coming in here. What is the response of Sambi Lokonga? You're going to be having it into this video. Then later, we'll talk about Pablo Mari. Pablo Mari deal done and dusted to a side which goes by the name of AC Monza. Then lastly, we'll be talking about Fabio Vieira, who is 100% fit, ready to come in and start his season with Arsenal in here onto the Rokani Media Football. Let's get straight into this story of a man who goes by names of Tielemans and Liverpool. Now, where does this story comes from? It comes from the Mirror Football. They're telling us that Liverpool manager Jurgen Klopp could be forced to enter the transfer market this month after losing Thiago Alcantara, Curtis Jones, and Trent and Alexander Chamberlain to injury. Finding a short-term solution is difficult, especially you are so-called top 6 club in there for you. Then the Mirror told us that yet Leicester City midfielder Tielemans might just be the answer. The 25-year-old has just 11 months left on the contract and could be available for as little as £25 million. Then they told us that based on his age and contract, Tielemans would be the ideal position, so it would be the ideal option. He would be an able deputy for Thiago Alcantara, and the Reds could end up making a profit on him in the future. With Liverpool's injury list growing, signing Tielemans is a risk worthy taking. Now, first question. Who has been chasing Tielemans for a very long time? Obviously, it's none other than Arsenal. Who has agreed personal terms with Tielemans since last summer? Arsenal. Who doesn't want to pay £35 million for Tielemans? Arsenal. You get? I read a story from Jacobs Ben telling us that for Arsenal, they are really so much okay, and they will only come in to really increase their bid if at all any team comes in to really get Tielemans away from a team which goes by names of Leicester City. Now, as things stand, Liverpool is in. Remember, they've been admiring this player for some good time, and they were going for him when Jorginho Wijnaldum really left, but the option of Thiago Alcantara came in through when he said to Bayern, I'm not really renewing your contract. I'm not renewing my contract with you. I want to leave. And he came in on the cheap. I think it was £30 million in there for you from a side which goes by the names of Bayern Munich. So they said, all right, for Tielemans and Thiago Alcantara, we are taking Tielemans. So the interest of Tielemans at Liverpool has been constant in there for you, and now they want him. They want him, and it looks like Liverpool are really trying to go ahead and really hijack this deal from Arsenal. Arsenal are really so much seated into the comfortable zone, because the moment you go in and really say, please, I'm not getting you £35 million because I know the players have agreed personal terms with me. He wants to come to me, and if at all you don't sell him to us, that means in January you'll sell him at £5 million, and in May, June, he will go on a free to Arsenal. So you have no option apart from selling that player to us. So that looks like the situation down at Leicester City, and Leicester are in between the rock and hard place in for you, because they have to sell this player, and Liverpool comes in here to give them really a very big boost of what they want, because what they want, if they are to really go ahead and really get what they want, a bidding war needs to be launched. a bidding war needs to be launched right about now, because if at all it does not get launched, then obviously it won't really get to the levels you expect it to be. Obviously, a bidding war needs to be launched for Leicester to get £35 million out of this guy. But to me, according to my analogy and what I'm really thinking, these stories might have been put out by Leicester. Leicester, I think they'll try to threaten Arsenal to increase their money, because they know the player wants to go to Arsenal and he wants only and only Arsenal. You've known that. He wants only and only Arsenal. So they'll try to put up stories that United is interested, Liverpool is interested, and even other teams in there for you, such that Arsenal really increases the bid. But it looks like Arsenal are hesitant. They are telling them, please, you are not going to fall us. You're not going to take us into your trap. You're not going to fall in your trap. The fact is, Tielemans and his agent have agreed to come in here and play with us and play for us. So don't expect us to really come in through and here and dance to your tunes. We're not going to dance to your tunes. It's you who's supposed to dance to our tunes. Get in the monies and we'll be good to go in there for you. Remember, Arsenal is really so much in need of Tielemans, and Mikel Arteta is an admirer of this player, and the players already assured Arsenal that I'm coming that side. But Liverpool have really lost 3 midfielders because of injury. Thiago Alcantara, Oxlade-Chamberlain and Curtis Jones, and we believe that they are really having a lot of void into the midfield, and they would like to sign a midfielder in there. So let's wait and see how that's going to go in there for you, whether Liverpool hijack Tielemans from Arsenal. That's it, because Arsenal are really the leaders into this race of Tielemans. They're leading the race. They're leading the race. That's it. So guys, I don't know what you think about this, but Tielemans looks like hitting up left, right, and center every day, every hour in there for you. So in the forthcoming days, we'll be knowing who is really going to be that team. We will be knowing which team is going to get Tielemans. Is it Arsenal, Man United, or Liverpool? Even Newcastle. Sorry about that. Even Newcastle is bidding to this. Guys in Kenya, my friends, hope the elections were done and vote counting is done. So it's nearly getting done, because close to, I think, 14 million votes. I think 12 million votes have been counted, like 2 million votes to go. And I think by the end of today, we are going to be knowing who is the new president of Kenya in the fight. Because right now, Raila is having 50.1% and Ruto is having 49.12%. So I know I'm having viewers from Kenya, and all right, let's wait and see how it's going to go down in Kenya in there for you, because things are really not looking good, because it looks like a rerun might happen very, very soon, whereby a rerun will put apart these two sides, because they've put up a race that is really so close in there for you, because Raila looks like he's ahead of with only like is it 110,000 votes only. So it's a very heated up race in Kenya in the face. So let's wait and see how that happens. But my friends in Kenya, I wish you all the best, and please, let's hope that no chaos and violence really arises after the Electoral Commission really announces who has won, because I know Kenya, every time they announce a leader, there are people that really come in front and say, no, you've announced the wrong one in there for you. Let's wait and see how this is going to happen. But I know anytime from now, they are going to come out and really tell us who has really gone ahead to win. Obviously, let's get into another story. After that Tielemans story, I was really putting in some Kenyan politics in there for you, because Kenya is really one of those countries that really watch this channel a lot. So, official, confirmed by Fabrizio Romano, Pablo Mari has signed the contract as new Monza player. Deal signed also between clubs with Arsenal. Monza will cover full salary. Then Arsenal will receive 5 or 6 million euros fee in case Monza will remain in Serie A next season. So Pablo Mari off the side, which goes by names of Monza, confirmed, done and dusted. And finally, everything is as it was wanted by Pablo Mari, because he said no to a move to Galatasaray. Looks like Galatasaray had come in with the money that Arsenal wanted to take him on a permanent deal, and said, no, I'm not going to Turkey. I know I'm having lots of suitors from Italy, and finally the suitors from Italy have said, all right, we are here and we are going to take you to Italy. And finally he's a Monza player and he is off the grid of Arsenal. And Arsenal are really trying to work on very many outgoings. Remember, the first outgoing was Matteo Guendouzi, sold permanently. Bernard Leno sold permanently to Fulham. Torreira sold permanently to Galatasaray. Then the rest have been loaned. Nuno Tavares to Marseille. Balogun to Stade Rennes. Patino to Blackpool. Okonkwo to a Ligue 1 side. Now Pablo Mari has been loaned to Monza. If at all they stay, Arsenal will be paid 5 or 6 million euros in their fee. Arsenal are really making good money out of this guy, because not even £1 million was spent on him to come to Arsenal when he was coming in from Brazil, because Edu brought him, and it was the first signing of a man who goes by names of Edu Gospa in there for you. So let's get into the story. Pablo Mari is off to Monza, has been unveiled officially as a Monza player, and let's wait and see how everything is going to go on and really happen. Now, yesterday I brought you a story that Arsenal are really working on Hijack Tielemans' alternative who goes by the name of Sandro Tonali from AC Milan. That lad is just 20 years of age and really plays very well in that central midfield. Now, guess what? In that deal, AC Milan were really telling Arsenal, if at all you are taking Tonali, why don't you get us Sambi Lokonga? And we are willing to listen to what Sambi Lokonga was saying. Was Sambi Lokonga willing to leave Arsenal? Obviously, we now have the answer of Sambi Albert Lokonga. So, Lokonga says through Tom Carton in there for you, he's an Arsenal fan writer at the Football London. He told us that Sambi Lokonga's intention is to stay with Arsenal this season, so he doesn't want to go. Sambi wants to stay in Arsenal where Arteta believes on him. It's very clear in the mind of the player. Milan priority now is to transfer a new defender in there for you. So it looks like Sambi has snubbed AC Milan, because AC Milan wanted him on a permanent deal, by the way, because they also wanted to sell Tonali to a side which goes by the names of Arsenal. But he told them, please, that won't happen. It's not okay for me. I really believe that Mikel Arteta is the best manager for me. He knows the best and he knows how to get the best out of me. That is a man who goes on as Albert Sambi Lokonga, who came into Arsenal in the summer of 2021. You know that very well. Arsenal signed him in the summer of 2021. By the way, I think he was there. It was the second signing of Arsenal after Nuno Tavares was announced from Benfica. Then Sambi Lokonga came in from Anderlecht, and he was really signed at 17 million euros. Was it 17? 18 million euros. But I really believe that he is trying to improve, and they know how they are doing the job. That is Mikel Arteta. He has really entrusted his talent with Mikel Arteta, and let's wait and see, because he really believes that he is screaming only joy at Arsenal and ambition, because the manager is really telling him, you are part of my plans. And I know he's really going to play very many games in the UEFA Europa League, especially when Arsenal has started to play. So you're waiting for when Arsenal is going to start to play in the UEFA Europa League. I think that's when you're going to see Sambi Lokonga coming in to get lots of minutes at Arsenal. But he has said no to a move, a side which goes by names of AC Milan. So AC Milan deal off, obviously, and he's telling us he is not going to Milan. He's staying at Arsenal. He wants to go on and achieve everything he wants to achieve at Arsenal. Now, this story is going to excite very many of you. I showed you photos of this guy who goes by names of Fabio Vieira, who took part in training, first full training of Arsenal with his fellow players in the foyer. You remember, by the time he came in at Arsenal from the international, by the time the international stars that had really been given a long break returned at London Conley to train with Arsenal, he came with them. He returned with them, the likes of William Saliba, Gabriel Jesus, Ramsdale, Tomiyasu, is it Kientieni? You get? So, but sadly enough, he was pictured with the fan while putting on a protective boot, and he said it's a minor foot injury, something that never proved to be that it was, because it really took him a lot of time to return. Remember, from the first week of July till now, it has taken him close to 6 weeks to return to where it's supposed to be. So it shows you that it was not a minor foot injury. It was really a serious injury, but finally he's back, and we can't wait to see him play for Arsenal on the field of play. And I think it's good time. It's really good news for Arsenal. And we've been told by Connor Him, founder of FC News, junior assistant producer at Football Daily. He has told us that Fabio Vieira is fit and available for selection for Arsenal against Leicester City after recovering from foot injury. But I don't believe that they're going to hurry him to play the game this weekend. I don't really see that happening, guys. I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening because the reason is simple. Why should you hurry a player who has been on an injury and then you hurry him to return back? You get? I think if at all he was ready, he would have taken part into that game of Arsenal under-21s where they beat a side which goes by the name of Manchester United by 3-1. Remember, Tomiyasu took part of that game. That means for Tomiyasu, I think he has gotten some good minutes. He's going to return. You get? But this one has to go in and play either in the reserve game or in the reserve team of Arsenal. Then the rest will come in here and be announced. So I don't really agree with that. I don't know why I'm not really buying it. But let's wait and see how everything is going to happen from Fabio Vieira. But he's expected to be part of the Arsenal squad that is going to play against Leicester. And that is I think that is Saturday after tomorrow. One day after tomorrow, that is Saturday. And expect us to be here breaking down that game in the For You with the predicted lineup, preview in the For You onto the Rokani Media Football. So guys, thank you very much for watching in. Tell me what you think about Liverpool to Hijack Tielemans transfer to Arsenal in the For You. Then Pablo Mari completing his move to AS Monza. Sambi Lokonga saying no to move to AC Milan. And finally, Fabio Vieira saying, I'm really fit to come back and really play for Arsenal. And he is really trying to convince the manager that I'm really fit. But let's wait and see whether Mikel Arteta will really dance to his tunes and really accept that, all right, the player is fully fit and can make it to the bench in there at Emirates as Arsenal hosts Leicester City in their second game. Remember, the first game, Arsenal beat Crystal Palace by 2-0, scored by Martinelli, and an own goal in there at the Selhurst Stadium. I sign out for now. See you later. First video of the day. More is yet to come. I'm out.